So I'm going to talk to you guys today about success and probability and how I think those things tie into our human condition. So as a coach, I feel like my job is to look at the situations that come before me, either in a business standpoint from business clients or an individual standpoint from personal individual sessions with clients, and really try to find out where a client can capitalize on a situation and where we need to skill build to strengthen that client so that they can have a higher probability of success. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a certified life coach and I have my Bachelor's of Science degree in psychology. I am also the owner and coach of Endless Possibilities Life Coaching Services. So when I'm looking at this concept, I'm leaning on a foundation of what I have come to build my practice and philosophy of coaching on. And it's the fact that I think, because of free will, because of our abilities to override conditions, habits, frameworks within our mind, within our lifestyles, that we actually have a higher level of control than many of us think that we do. But as a coach, I think what we do is we put the controls in the wrong place. And I think oftentimes we try to control areas of life or facets of life that we really don't have the control over. So looking upon that concept, I started to really analyze and research and kind of try to figure out, well, what can we control? And it comes down to pretty much our own personal human condition. So what I mean by that is we can learn to control and have regulation over our emotions, over our thoughts, and through that we start to regulate and have much more control over our actions, which in turn gives us more control over our situations and eventually our life. So from that concept, I really think it's important for us to identify what are our strengths, what are the things that we have a high level of, success and establishment upon, and how can we use those things to shore up or to strengthen some of the areas that we may be a little weaker in. And then on the flip of that coin, I say, okay, well, let's look at our weaknesses and identify where we need to go and correct mislearnings. So back in that developmental stage, leaning on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I do think that as we develop and grow up and, are raised by other human beings that are out there trying to do the best that they can and maybe didn't have all the learning tools that they needed, we develop mislearnings along the way. So a lot of creating strengthening for our weaknesses is really going back and correcting it. Now that we're adults and we have a higher level of development and the brain capacity to do that and the life experience to lean on to support it, we can go back and really recorrect some of those learning blocks, which puts us in an automatic strength of or position of strengthening. And then what I like to do is really lean on and try to develop mastery. I think that's the ultimate goal. That's not always every client's goal, but I know for me as a person and as a coach, I'm always striving for mastery. The most mastery I can possibly have over a life area or over my human condition to bring more success, more probability of successful opportunities out of that situation. So mastery really comes with taking your strengths and building up and strengthening your weaknesses and learning how to master it within your human condition, which to me means you have pretty much the ultimate control over yourself within any scenario that triggers that aspect of your humanness or that aspect of your character, so that you can maintain your own stability no matter what is happening around you within the world. And I can say, given the craziness of the last couple of years, this has become a more and more invaluable tool that I have found within myself, and something that, having worked with clients for a long time, I see them finding more stability and more success in maintaining that stability with the tools and watching them gain their own success and mastery in those areas. So I definitely think this is an important concept, that if we're looking for stability in ourselves, if we're looking for success and reaching even that highest potential and best version of ourselves, that this is a really kind of key pivotal factor that we can take into account. And the thing I like about it most is we have the ultimate control over how much mastery we want to gain over ourselves in specific areas. So that's my concept for today. I hope you guys found it intriguing and maybe, shift a little focus in a different way. I would love to hear your comments or any questions you have. I'll do my best to answer them. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks.